If your day-to-day reminds you of Swimming Pools by Kendrick, Pour Up, same. Headshot, same. Wake Up, same. Pass Out, same. This video is for you. No, this video is not if you have a drinking problem. It's just about trying to get out of that mundane lifestyle of doing the same thing over and over again and adding more fulfilling activities in your spare time. Kendrick was talking about swimming pools like drinking. But what if instead of swimming in avoidance, we pour into something that actually fills us up? Today's the second part in our series, How to Make Life Interesting. In the first part of our series, we talked about how life can feel dull or mundane, feeling like you're doing the same thing over and over again, and how small shifts in your day-to-day can really impact your life and make life more interesting. But today I want to get into hobbies, how we spend our time outside of work, what time we do have outside of work, because I know we be busy. I'm making this episode about using your personal time more wisely, but not in the way that you think. That type of statement will make people think, oh, I have to use my spare time to be hustle, grind. Oh, I need to be pouring into these people and helping this person, etc., etc. No, I'm talking about spending your time on you. What brings you joy, what is more fun and entertaining for your mind, your peace, your lifestyle. How we can make you feel more alive. Most people think they just need a trip for that, but here's the thing. Sometimes what's missing isn't new experiences. It's you. Your creativity, your joy, your passions, your interests. We need to add more of you to your life. So in this episode, we're going to talk about how to get our spark back, how to get back to being us, the real us. When it comes to adulting, Lord knows, it's so easy to lose your passion. You're so busy doing what you have to do to survive that you're not really feeling alive. I know in certain parts of my journey, it was just go, followed by a little more go. I didn't feel like I had time to really spend time with friends, to work out, to even think about a hobby. And I felt like it had to be optional. But it turns out that just led me to feeling worse. I thought if I spent all the time I had on the things I had to do, that I would get the results that I wanted and that I would feel good about it. But at the end of the day, all I felt was burnt out and exhausted. There was a time in pharmacy school when I was still overwhelmed and stressed. I didn't go to class for a week. Thankfully, we had the luxury of having recorded classes, but they really wanted you to go. I was like, it's either drop out or take a week to myself. And that's just not a healthy way to live. If I had taken time to have a girls' night, to plan an at-home DIY spa date, because didn't nobody have money for that in college, to watch a show more often, to spend more time in activities, perhaps life would have been a little less stressful in college. We shouldn't be waiting till we get to that burnout phase of life. We should be taking scheduled breaks and adding scheduled time for joy. Adding back passion into your life can give you more thrive and alive versus survive. Y'all know half the time adulting is ghetto. That's why I always say we can navigate this adulthood together. Life becomes about surviving, paying my bills, going to work, keeping a roof over my head, mouth fed, trying to achieve personal goals and fill out to-do lists. And sometimes we can confuse that productivity with purpose. But we also need to have more passion in our lives. And passion's not something that's willy-nilly. We have to give ourselves permission to play, to have fun, to genuinely relax, just because. It doesn't have to be earned, it's required. Dr. Brené Brown says so. In her book, Gifts of Imperfection, she talks about how play is necessary for a more wholehearted life, is what she talks about. It's a different concept, but I highly recommend that book. Changed my life. When it comes to adding more passion into our lives, we have to make time and space for it. If you're busy like me, I know you could think to yourself, ain't nobody got time for that. But you have to make time. Adding time for more passion projects may make you busier, but it'll make being busy worth it. When people think of this concept, they think they're gonna need a whole day, but you don't necessarily need a day. You could pick pockets of time that work for you. Maybe on your lunch break, you're learning a new skill on YouTube, or you're adding a new workout class that's down the street from your job, help you avoid traffic and get your workout in. I would just pick a consistent pocket of time and see what comes out of it. You could try doing something creative like writing or drawing, acting. You can learn something new like a new language, a new skill, a new dance, I don't know. Or you can even bring life into this world. I'm just kidding. When I say that, I mean like building something. Maybe starting a garden, playing with Legos. I don't know. Something that you're being intentional with that you find enjoyable or exciting. If you're thinking, I have like no idea what to do, no idea what I even like, wouldn't even know where to start, a good idea would be to reflect on what you used to do when you were young. What did you really enjoy? Ask yourself, what did I love doing when I was younger, when there was no responsibilities and I had all the spare time? Or when was the last time I felt energized doing something? Is there a way I can add that into my current life? Or what is something I do where I just lose track of time? In the good way. Don't think about productivity or making money. Just think about something that sparks joy. Maybe you enjoyed hopscotch and you should find something that moves your body. Maybe drawing was your thing when you were little. You can get a sketch pad or you can get a coloring book and color. Since graduating from college, I've gotten back into some old loves. I like to dance and take dance classes again. In theory, I'd be reading, but really I was reading in the panini. But I noticed that even on a stressful day, I had something to look forward to. And that's what life is all about. If you can't think of something you've done before, try doing something new. Treat these self-care projects like you're going on a date. Go in there with the intention to have a good time. You never know what you may fall back in love with or find something new. You can also take to the internet to find something new. Literally Google activities nearby. Activities coming up this weekend, classes near me. And if you don't know, take yourself on YouTube University. You can learn anything there. If you take time to pour into your passions, not only will you have something to look forward to, but you can grow more creatively, increase your confidence, and even become more social. Because connection is a natural desire. And that's what we'll talk about next episode. You never know what following your passions might lead you to. But even if it leads you nowhere, you still got fulfillment out of it. And that's what this life is all about. Feeling good, living the life that you've created. Having something that fills you up and something to look forward to. So go towards something. There's no right or wrong. This journey is all about striving. In striving for passion, you can find fulfillment. Just remember, you're allowed to do things just because they're fulfilling. It's not selfish, it's self-fueling. Next episode, we're talking about building life as an adult. And I'd love for you to be there for that journey. Until then, watch the episode on how you should make time for habits. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Dacie's Dose. Now go dose accordingly. Love you, mean it, bye.